we need to talk about something. Are you thinking about getting a dog? A puppy, a dog from the shelter, a dog from the pound, whatever? Then this is the video for you that you need to watch before getting your hands full of responsibility. Are you actually prepared for what is about to come into your life? These are the 5 things you need to have not personality, but these are the 5 things that you need to have in order to get a dog. So I'm just gonna list them all, and then we'll go into a better concept of what each of these mean and why it's important that you need to have all of these 5 things. Time, money, patience, space, and knowledge. Those are the 5 things that you need in order to have a dog. So many people get dogs and they don't know anything about them, how to care for them, what they need on a daily basis. They don't know anything about that. They just got a dog and they put it in their home, and they didn't realize what they were actually getting themselves into, because dogs, especially puppies, are like a child. Like when we got Sadie as a puppy, we were not expecting it to be that draining and all that, we weren't expecting that. And having a puppy, well, a dog, but especially a puppy, is a lot of work. And you've got to be prepared if you're going to be getting a dog. Now, if you have a dog and you didn't realize you needed a lot of these things, I'm not saying send your dog away because you don't know anything. I'm not saying that. You can learn from your mistakes. Like, I made a lot of mistakes with Sadie, but the point is if you are willing to correct your mistakes. If you're not, then you shouldn't be owning a dog. And if you are, then great. Then still you can have a dog, and if you get another one in the future, then you'll know not to do what you did with your previous dog. So the whole point is if you are willing to correct your mistakes that you made, and if you don't have a dog yet but you're planning on getting one, you need to do research. You need to figure out what is best for your dog and just what fits your lifestyle. So going into the 5 things, the first one was time. This is something that is really important. You need to have time. If you have a lot of work and you're super busy, then this isn't going to work out, especially for a puppy. Puppies need interaction. They need playtime and training, especially during these young years where they're going to learn the most. Especially, it's very, very important that you're training and doing all these things at day 1 that you bring your dog home, if they're a puppy. So, especially a puppy. But any dog needs a lot of time and care, and no matter if the breed of your dog is considered a lap dog, they still need time, and they still need exercise, and they need a bit of your energy, and no dog is it's just, yeah. So you need lots of time. If you do have a job or if you work from home, then that is absolutely perfect. If you can work from home, I suggest that you talk with your boss to see if you can work from home for at least the first month. Now, that is a lot, and actually that's the very minimum. I would suggest at least 3 months. If you can't take off a lot of work, then have somebody else, if you have friends or family that can stay with the dog all day and practice training and just interact with it and take it out to the bathroom or play with it, train it, all that stuff, then yes, have that family or friends come over to do that, because your dog cannot just be alone all day. That is sad, especially puppies. They need interaction, and if they're just alone all day, then most likely when they grow up, their behavior is not going to be good, and they're going to be out of control. And that's why I said it's important, because puppies learn a lot of things while they're young, and if you do the things right when they're young, then they'll have good behavior when they're older. Again, you can learn from your mistakes. So, like I said, I've made a lot of mistakes with Sadie, but I learned from them and I corrected them. Now, the next thing is also pretty important. This can be hard, because I know it is hard. The next one is money. I'm not trying to say like only rich people can have dogs. No. I'm just saying you need to at least put some savings into owning a dog. If you don't have enough money to afford a properly balanced diet, the toys and enrichment they need, and especially the vet appointment bills and all that, then your dog is not gonna be healthy, stimulated, those two things, because the food and the vet kind of go together. So, yes, you need to have money in order to have the proper things they need for a dog. So, you can get, there is like some easy, like sneaky ways. If like, I know it's hard because things are so expensive these days. So there's like some easy ways that you can kind of go sneak past these things. Pet insurance is one for vet bills. I know you still have to pay monthly, but I'm not gonna say this because I'm not sure, but there might be one day up ahead that you have no idea about, and your dog suddenly, something happens. You're on a walk, they get bit by a snake, or they're infested with fleas, even just like other things. If your dog like goes to agility or something like that, and they accidentally break one of their paws or their legs, their legs, pet insurance will cover all of that, and you just have to pay a certain amount every month. That is something. Food, you can home make your food for a lot cheaper. And equipment, I don't know really what to go about that, because you can't, some things you can DIY yourself, but like a crate and a baby gate and puzzles, puzzles actually you can do, like find some stuff at home, but like the bigger things you're gonna kind of have to buy, and that's why you need a good bit of savings in your money, because you're going to need to buy things that are important for your dog's life. The next thing that we're going to be talking about is patience. This is really important, especially for a puppy. In the beginning of the video, I was saying how puppies are a lot of work, and you don't know what you are getting yourself into when you are about to get a puppy. Puppies need a lot of patience from you. They will have accidents, they will chew things, they will have their claws are sharp, and so are their teeth. So they can scratch at you, they can rip up their furniture, they can bite you and have like puncture holes, and like, yes. So you have to have patience with them, and it's like, okay, they're just a puppy, they'll grow out of this, kind of. Yes, so you need to have lots of patience, which I had patience, but some days were a little rough. So you got to make sure you have patience, even if it's not a puppy. This video is not just about puppies, it's about any dog of any age. But puppies more so, because they're younger and they have more energy and they require more needs, and puppies are more work than an older dog. It's true. So yeah, you definitely need patience, and if you don't have patience, then get a cat. Actually, that's probably not a good idea. Get fish. The next thing that is important, but it's not as important as the other ones we've been talking about, but it's still important. Like, you still need to make sure of this, and that is space. I know this can be difficult, but you can, it's like if you live in an apartment, like you can't have a dog. No, just make sure the breed of the dog is suitable for your living space. If you live in a smaller apartment, I would probably get a smaller dog. And I know people are like, smaller dogs are less maintenance. No, that is false. Some smaller dogs can be more maintenance than bigger dogs. Like, you wouldn't believe it. So definitely, like, if you live on a huge farm or whatever, then yeah, go ahead, get a golden retriever, Saint Bernard. Go right ahead. You have the land. It's just important that they're not cramped and that you can still walk them, that you can walk them around your property. And if you live in like a small apartment or townhome or whatever, then you can just drive to a trail or something and walk your dogs there. But I'm just saying, if you live in a smaller apartment, I would not suggest having a golden doodle because those are huge dogs, and if you don't have the space, then it's just gonna not work out. So make sure that the breed you're wanting to buy is the right size for your living space. Oh boy. This one is probably one of the most important, and that is knowledge. You need to search what is best for your dog. What's the best food? What's the best treats? How do you do this? How do you do that? Definitely search that up. And I will try my best to do videos about a lot of those what do you do things, what is this, da, da, da. So you can, if you like have a question about that, you can always look at my channel. If I don't have a video about that, then you can comment and be like, hey, can you do a video about this? If you guys haven't really noticed, I'm sure you guys have. I post every day, except sometimes I won't post on the weekends, but that just depends. So then I can just do that the next day, or if you need something like right ahead, then you might have to go to somebody else's, whatever, channel, script, whatever. But I'll try my best to provide as much information. So if you are getting a puppy or a new dog, please comment down below, and I hope you stayed through this whole thing because honestly, guys, this is really important. It's a really important concept because you could be abusing your dog without knowing it because you don't have knowledge. That's what we're kind of talking about right now. But I'm just saying. So knowledge, you definitely need to know what you're getting yourself into. You need to know what foods and ingredients are safe and not safe for your dog. You need to know what really everything is safe and not safe for your dog. You need to know how much energy. You need to know how much exercise they need every day. All the medications and all that stuff, like the breed, like what diseases your specific dog breed is prone to, so that you can prepare just in case that happens. Oh, and also for money, I know that was like a long time ago, but for money, also grooming. You are going to need to pay for groomers. Now, some groomers can be cheap, but the cheaper the groomer, you're most likely not gonna get the best groom, but it is something. But I'm just saying. Anyway, back to knowledge. You're going to definitely need to search up things, and I was doing tons and tons and tons of research before we got Sadie. Look, I have a whole binder right here. I'm gonna show you. I'm sure there was more than this, but this is just what I had. Okay, look at all these front and back papers, and I write small. So this is the side, this is the side. I wrote all of these notes, front and back. Well, some of them are back. I was prepared, but what I wasn't prepared about is how much work they were gonna be. And I still made mistakes, but I'm just saying. I searched up tons of things, like, look, the first word is puppy lists of everything you need to know. I feel like every pet parent should have all those notes before they're getting a dog. So, all that is to say is that you need those 5 things. And possibly more things. I'm sure there's more, but those are important to have. So if you have any questions, comment down below, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!